Welcome to Trading Lounge and the Australian report for Friday, July the 2nd. And as you may recall, we're looking at, wave 3 here, and we're looking for an A and a B, and we're looking for a C wave coming down through here yesterday, but it bounced off our B wave support here, which is fine. But it hasn't really given us a nice C wave coming down through here. It almost looks like 3 waves here. But when I look at if I just cut straight through to the tick chart here, and we'll just have a closer look at that situation. So let me just get in a bit more data here. So yeah, so just to get your perspective here, the A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here for the B wave, and then we were looking for 5 waves down. Now I can see here that we've got 5 waves, so a nice 3rd wave here and 4th wave and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish off, and that should be wave 1 and 2 here, and then I can count this down here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the 3rd wave, 4th wave and 5th wave. Now that's probably a little bit dodgy on that to finish off here, but it is possible to finish it off at that particular point with 5 waves, but there is overlap between 4 and 1. So I also don't have 5 waves up here. I have this as 1 and 2 in here, and probably a 3rd wave starting. So I'll just copy this here and put that there. That's 7,300. That's really important because it's the top of group 1. So I just think that if this is going to be the case, if we can suck that up, then we'll need to get a nice support here. So the arrival, the reaction, which has started, the first high above the level, you know, the normal little sort of squiggle here, a bit like over here in this case, the arrival, the reaction, say the first high above the level. Then we'd go along there. We could use the 2nd high here, but it never eventuated. You may have made a mistake and gone long here. If that's the case, you would have had your stop under here for that, or even down under here for that, and had a loss at that point, but a small loss rather than a large loss. So we're looking for the same thing again over here for this. I've probably drawn it a little bit big, but this is kind of a good example. So yeah, that's what we're looking for, because so far we've just got 3 waves up. So we need that extra push up there for that first high above the level, and of course that will get squashed down because it'll be around these highs here, and then it'll play out from that point. So that's what we're looking for on the tick chart. Also too, if I come back to the 4-hour chart, then I'll go to the 1-hour chart. So yeah, this little move down here just went below the bottom of the B here, you know, but as a C wave, I would expect it to come closer towards the A wave here, being a flat correction. So yeah, the 5 waves here is not such a good look. So it could fail at the 7.3. Coming through here, you can see that it's like the balance line within all of this. And yeah, the other point, I mean, there's a couple of points here to go, but this is just the hourly chart here. And I was thinking that we could also end up in a triangle position as well here. So if I just move these out of the way for a moment, because I'm thinking of CBA, you know. I mean, technically, this looks like 3 waves down here, doesn't it? I mean, it's hard to get 5 waves out of it. I mean, we did, and broke one rule. But yeah, can we get a triangle pattern out of this? That's what I was kind of thinking. So I think a little bit more sort of care might be required here, and then up from that point, because the reason for that is the CBA dilemma, where CBA here, we've got wave 3 here, and we're going through to wave 4 here, because we've had such a big correction here. I just always said that the first leg down here is just not really enough to cut it, you know. It's not enough time spent in a wave 4 here. The 38.2% retracement levels here and is holding well, but I wouldn't be surprised if at some point it came down to the 95 or some, 96.50 or something or other. But the main point here is that it hasn't churned up enough time yet for this. Yes, and as I mentioned, it could still pop higher here to a B wave and all those sort of things and lift the ASX up, and that was kind of hoping, but we didn't really get that yesterday either. We got that down bar here. A little bit of support coming in there, I guess, off the lows, but yeah, we're just not there yet with this. I'll just have a look on the tick chart actually. That's what it looks like on the tick chart. So we could probably view this as 1 and 2 in here, and then the third, all of a third wave here, and maybe the fourth and the fifth here with some sort of A, B, C correction here. It could be a C wave in here, but it's rather small, but it's certainly developing into 5 waves here. So if it takes the top out here, then we'll know that it's bullish. Otherwise, this 5 wave move here will come down, hit this here, and then give us another 5 down here into the 95 area. But if it just comes up and takes that out, then we can talk about the B wave coming back up 50 or 60%, and then coming down again. So there's a fair bit to go on here just yet. I just felt like this is all just the first leg here, either to here or to here. I haven't bothered with it too much. Yeah, so bit of a tricky one there. Let's check on A and Z. It was developing a little pattern to pop back up here. We could see that it's possible to have this wave 3 top in here, and we're looking for a bigger correction here for this. And this is what's going to drag on the banks, The only other sort of positive thing I can see here is looking at these 5 waves here as wave 1 here coming back for wave 2 here, as I've probably mentioned before, and then going up for wave 3 here. So all of this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and we don't have the top in yet, and then that's viable too, because this top here is just a tad above this one, so that's possible as well. I just don't know what we got here, I mean, normally we'd be using the 30 here, we'd trade up to this level and we'd get out, and we've done most of that, and then we'd look for a classic trading levels pattern. But this is I just don't have a setup here for this just yet. Yeah, I mean, if it looks strong, if you used the robo method and took this high out here, so you traded 1 point above this previous high here and put the stop under here, you could see how far you could get, and we could help manage that. But yeah, we've just got to be careful in this environment. It doesn't look that good. And also the resources as well. I don't really have a lead on the resources as well. So this is iron ore here. And it is possible to, we know that the move down here is an ABC pattern, so it can be an A wave. We could get 5 waves out of this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here, and then having an A and a B and a C here. And this can be up for wave 1 and back for wave 2, and we go up that point. So we can go long above that point there. But this little move here counts better as 3 waves here. So and when we had that drop, I thought, oh, well, okay, then it looks like if that's corrective, then we're going to move down lower through here, for this C wave here. If I go straight to the tick chart here, 100 ticks. So yeah, the move up through here really counted as an A wave. I mean, there was 5 waves in there, that's why that's there. But wave 1 or wave A, and then B, and then up for C here. And because it dropped below here, then we could go, oh, okay, well, that's got to be wave 2 at that point, or wave B, one of the, probably B. So I should put, well, what I should do is just do my job. Looking at it like that, and that would also mean that wouldn't be this wave 1 here or this wave 2 here. It would have to be this wave 1 and this wave 2 here, and then we'd be looking down for wave 3. and 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Don't need that. And what we did yesterday as well, that really needs to go in there, is that B wave. So I'll keep that, that, and that. And that can become the A wave to here, the B and the C to here. These are too small, so we don't need these. They need to be duplicated with this one, and this one. The ABC there. So we've got the ABC, and then we've got an ABC here for the B wave, and then down for 1, back for 2, and looks like we're coming down here quite nicely. But this is also 3 waves here. It's not 5 waves. I do need to lift that up 1 degree of structure, but that's sort of okay. I'll just move these, but it is 3 waves at that point, so it should be corrective. So we should end up coming down here lower. We've got 5 waves here for this. They need to be upgraded to green. But yeah, anyway, a bit of work there. So put wave 1 there, and 2 there, and 3 there. Take those away. Rightio. So iron ore does look bearish at this point. It looks more bearish because we've got this 3-wave move here. That's really helping it now. And we could also bring that long trade down to this point. Don't need that. I mean, I put the trend line in here because I know that when the market drops, they'd like to come back and check that trend line, you know. But obviously it hit the 61.8%, so that was enough there. Don't need that. So yeah, it does appear to be on the bearish side. And somewhere down here, this would have to be wave 1 developing here with wave 2 coming here. So we'll need 5 waves for this 3rd wave here and 4th wave. So we might see a bit of an extension down here. It's not confirmed yet. It would be nice to take out the bottom of this move here, just in case this is wave 1 here with an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here for that. But I don't have 5 waves up here, so this is why I'm putting the extra little bit of work in it. The bias is leading over this side to the more bearish scenario here, which will leave. Let's go to BHP in the US. So we would also need. Let's just check on a few other things. Crude still pushing up, so that's positive for BHP. Copper is down 1%. We started to look at this as a bullish move yesterday, and that's still okay, but because of the move down here, I still need to look at this bearish move as well. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. I'll just have a look at Australian dollar. Okay, well that's run down a bit further now. So I think that without counting this, see that strong bar in the middle here? That would be the center of the trend. So we could be finishing any time soon just down here for this. So don't let me lure you into way down here for this. So this can be coming close here, but we're not going to go long until we get that support, are we, on on 75. So it's great that it's trading down. It's got it as resistance. It's got a little bearish classic trading levels pattern here. So the arrival, the reaction, the first thing below the level, the retest, and then down again from that point. So yeah, that's all good at that point. Yeah, so but we don't have a setup for the long side just yet. Let's just have a look at the DXY for a moment. I think I did do some work on that. So this is just the hourly chart. So in a nutshell, we're looking for 5 waves up here. So we've got wave 4 here. I'm going up for wave 5 in this little leg here. This is the hourly chart. So I'm just going to go to the 15-minute chart. I did check it out a bit. 15 seconds. We don't want 15 seconds. We want 15 minutes. So so this is the green wave 4 low here for this, okay? Not that you can see it, so I'm just using this to count it up. Maybe I need to count these down in a different, I need to change these here. That's going to go that way, minute. So I need to drop that to sub-minuet, and we'll put that there. If anybody knows how to get these in the next higher degree, not higher degree, but you see how small they are? It's like pathetic. And that would go down to this micro here, so we can just put that in a blue. That should do the trick. Yeah, so if anybody knows how I can like make these bigger, that or adjust them, that would be good. But anyway, from that point, we're looking at, let's just get this right. So that green wave 4 that we're looking at before, in here, there, I'll just make it big and clumsy, like myself. There we go. Oh, shite. So I'll put that there. So we're looking at wave 1 and 2 here for this, right? And then we're going up for wave 3 here. So we're nearly at the top of wave 3. Then we'll have wave 4 and wave 5. So we've got that more to go there. And based off, so 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave sitting here on this one here, and 4 here, and then going up for 5. So I don't know about 5. I haven't pulled it apart. I don't know if that's the top of wave 5 yet, but it doesn't really matter. All I'm just pointing out is that we still need this top to come in play. We still need this wave 4 here, and then this wave 5 coming up here to finish off. Okay, but once that's occurred, but while that's occurring, then coming back to the 1 hour chart here, coming back to this 1 hour chart, 4 hour, whatever it was, I still need to go back and check to make sure this count is right here. So that's something, if somebody's done any work on that, that would be good. That looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's okay. This will be, yeah, this is a bit of a tricky one here that needs to be resolved. That's not resolved. I can see that's not resolved. So there may be an extra wave in here. You know, this, like this wave, copy this, clone it. That's a new word, is it? Clone. So yeah, this could be wave 3 up here. So I'll just put this, there may be an extra leg there. We just need to double check. I'll need to double check on that. Just check this third wave. I know that I never really resolved it before, but I didn't matter about it because I knew this was wave 4 here. So yeah, there may be an extra wave in there. Okay, and we'll get back to that, but it's still not done yet. So there can be an extra little move down through here, but it doesn't matter now. All we're looking for now to go along is a classic trading levels pattern sitting on this level. So that's going to take a while to do that. Yeah, there's probably a few issues in here as well. So the setup here will have to be spot on before we take it. We'll have to have double evidence because as wave 1 down here, that's a little bit dodgy, you know. It's a pretty rough sort of correction to have in here. Anyway, moving along, let's go back to BHP for a moment. So yeah, so with US BHP, I had was counting this up here, but I was counting it up in two different ways. So I don't know which one is correct. I don't know basically if this is wave 2 pullback to here or wave 4 pulling back. I don't know that yet. But we don't have, the important thing here, I guess, is that the 73, we don't have that as support yet. It's on 20 ticks. This is the other way to look at it. So in this way, it can still be positive here for sure, but just means that the correction can come a bit lower. That's it there, isn't it? And that's at the, well, that's not right for the 38.2, so we need that there if that was going to be the case. And that's sort of okay. Yeah, we're not there yet with this. I mean, in the bigger picture here, we've got up for one here with an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave here, and we're trying to work out if that's wave 1 here and coming back for wave 2 in this space here. We've got CRUDE up, so BHP can move up on that. This is New York BHP. Let's just have a look at Australia here for a moment. So the Australian one, we're looking, this is a tick chart again, BHP, so we're looking for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here. So this looks quite good in all of this. So we're looking for this A wave, B wave, and C wave here. I don't need that. The question is that 1, 2, 3, and this is 4 here, or the B wave there? If it was a 2, then we need 5 waves down. So I don't know if that's the B wave yet here. So we're probably still in the A wave here with 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and coming down for 5 here. So another little move lower. So I'm just going to move that out the way up to here. We still need our B wave here for this and our C wave here. And it's not that we have to pull back to the 50-60%, but it's sort of a good starting point to work with on that note. So what I might do with this, just so that I get caught on the B wave now. So this should be, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But it looks like it's kind of finished. Anyway, I'll give it a session or two. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't have to pull back this far, but we definitely need to trade the top at this point. And even if today is up, then Monday should be up as well. Oh, I wonder the other side of the coin here, probably a long shot, but having the A, B, and C in here for this, that's a long shot, isn't it? But if this low gets breached. So yeah, look, today, I think if you can handle that heat here, then we'll go long above that, above 49 here. I mean, weird things can happen, you know. But what I'm trying to say with the zigzag here, with this wave 1 and ABC for this here, we should have, in the A wave, we should have 5 waves. And then the B wave in 3, and then the C wave in 5. It's a zigzag. It's a 5-3-5 structure for wave 2. That's what we should have here. So this first 5 waves here would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 just for the A wave here. And then we'd be looking for the B wave here, and then the C wave down here. So I've kind of got the 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bit shallow on this one here, so I'm not sure about that. Than this one, so that's why we'll just keep that up there for the time being. If you can handle the heat, then it's okay to, if you can handle the market coming back to here, then that's fine at that point. Okay, let's have a look at Fortescue. Okay, so it looks like it wants to move higher here as well. So let me just remove this for a second. It looks like we've got here, it looks like we've got an A and a B and a C wave here. And this could be an A and a B and a C as well, but this looks like wave 4. So it looks like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, which will take us up for 5 here in this case. So we wanted to go long above this high here anyway, so we could just drop that down to that high. Wave 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 waves in here for the third wave, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the third wave. A little bit dodgy, this third wave. We've got wave 4 overlapping wave 1, that's a bit weird. And then wave 5 here, so that suits that, but it looks like it's picking up speed to the upside, so it's a bit shallow to put that in there, but that would probably have to be the way. And then we look at this being wave 1 here, copy that text with a wave 2 pullback in here, and then wave 3 to the upside. So it's looking nice, it's looking good, this is FMG on a tick chart, 100 ticks. Let's just check out Rio, see what that is. See, it's just good to see who's leading and who's not and whatnot and things. So Rio. So with Rio, we're looking at 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and then 1 and 2 in here again. So the same with BHPs and so on. So we'll just go to the 100 ticks here. There might be a different count here, but don't worry about that too much. So we get the message. We want to be adding on top of 130 because that's the top of group 1. This is broken out of the 2-4 trend line now, so we could look at this as wave 1 and 2 here now, but still we should still be seeing the A wave, the B wave and the C wave here for this. So first step is we need to buy that high. The second step is, well, can we get the B wave high, or can we pull it, can we get back further here? This is the where it can pull back down to. Not saying it will, but it can. We just need the pattern though, that's all. And we would have to say that this is really the first pattern here, isn't it? It looks impulsive here, so I think a little A, B and C wave here pulling back up to 50–60%. It's kind of got there already for that. Yeah, look, it will probably rally, and being Friday, it'll probably rally a little bit higher. I mean, you could buy it here, but you'd need to keep the stop under here for this, I mean, what I'd like to do is be able to bring that down to here, and also possibly bring it through here on top of that here and get in over here on this. But what I'm afraid of, being Friday and Monday, we may just push straight up here, So I'll leave that to you to decide, but definitely we need to be long above this high here because that takes us beyond 5 waves, and I'm okay with the 5 wave structure. I'm just looking at it now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and basically 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, and A and a B and a C for the fourth wave. See how high that B wave came here? That's what I think the trap may be over here for that. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, that's those guys. Let's just we haven't seen India for a while. So from wave 4 here, we've got wave 1 here. I must have done some work on that to find that, because otherwise it could also go here as well. But I've obviously done some work here. But I've assumed that wave 2 is also from here to in this count, so we may have that extra wave. But we're looking at 1 and 2 in here, and then we're looking for 3 and 4 in here. So that's kind of done really here, isn't it? So this would be a little 1 and 2 in here, so that should push up there for that point there as well. If you wanted to buy again, you could do that well above here, or even drop it down to that second little high in there. That would even be better. I mean, of course, you could get a much better position as well, just depending on how much risk you want to soak up. But taking that top out there would be, because this could drop down here. This could be an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave dropping down a little bit further for this correction. But I think that that's okay compared to this little structure in here. So yeah, and this is also too, if you get your trading level, classic trading level patterns happening, that's at 5-8, so that's important. Of course, the 16 is going to be important as well, so we'll just put a hard line in there for that. But this is all, this has all got to do with the 800 here. We call 8 a profit-taking number, and that's what's happening, profit-taking. But this all seems to be resolved now, so it looks like it will head higher. But it could just drop. I need to check the tick chart, but it could drop lower here as an A and a B and a C for that, and then move up. But buying that high there would be okay. Yeah, we could put a stop in, but if this did drop down below here, it might just take that low out here and then push up, do you know what I mean, and take those stops. So just be a bit careful about that. We can put a stop in there later after once that high gets taken out here, then we can move a stop up to this high here, depending on how far you want to go. If you want to go to, I mean, going just to wave 3 would be fine, because wave 1 is small. That means that wave 5 will be reasonably small as well. It won't be as small as that. It'll be longer than that. It will be 61.8% of the third wave. So it will take us higher, but the fourth wave could drag us out. So taking money off the table at 1650 or a chunk of it, you'll sleep better. Okay, so I wanted to have a look at Newcrest. So got a bit of a bounce off Newcrest, which we kind of expected. Clean this up so I can see a bit here. Yeah, a bit of a bounce there, because we're seeing a bounce in the other markets. But the question is, that bounce here, by the way, was on lower volume. Just get that in here. So this move down here was on, but it's good that that's taken that out now, so that's eliminated that, but it's still on lower volume. We want to see volume come in. We're not seeing, because that means it can be corrective at that point. We know support is coming in. We can see that. But yeah, so we're close. Let's just check on, I think silver was a bit more bearish than gold, but let's go to spot gold first. Sorry about that. So this is just a tick chart. It's 100 ticks, and it's from the low and slightly grasping at straws because it was a bit tricky to understand this here. But this is how I played it out with a triangle with wave 4 and wave 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. Is that correct? I don't know. What we're looking for is 5 waves up. We don't have 5 waves yet. So, yeah, but it's looking good. It's looking okay. One of the things here, we've got this box here. That was a 50-60% retracement level from the top here. So that was important. And we've seen the market spend time there, and it's still spending time there. We'll talk about that in a moment. But we don't have 5 waves up here. We've got 1 and 2 here. We could call this move up here in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could count that as wave 1 here, and then coming back for wave 2 in the box, and then pushing up. So that could work. So I don't know yet. It could be an A and a B and a C wave and fail from here and just move down. That's what we're trying to figure out. So this could be wave C up there. Copy that. That could be wave C with an A and a B and a C wave, and that's the end of it, and we come down. So this low here, from this low to this high here, let's just double check that again. Because a move through that, that's the box here. So 71765, which is the lower end of group 2. So group 2 is 65, 72 and 80. We're in group 2, which is healthy. But we can't afford to drop out of that. Dropping through this number here is bearish. So yeah, so we could just put that there. So this move down through here, we can have a look at that. So anyway, this move could be an ABC for the C wave up here. It could be wave 1 here and 2 here, and then up for wave 1 here and back for wave 2 here into the 1765. Or it could be that we've got wave 1 and 2 here, and all of this could be wave 3 here. And then that would make this one green wave 4 coming back here. And green wave 4, that line there is the 38.2% retracement level. So I did breach it a little bit, not the end of the world, because the previous wave 4 is over here for this, which may be a mistake, actually. I'll need to re-look at that. But it still doesn't matter, even if wave 3 goes here, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so yeah, I was a bit unsure about the top here as well for this here. But if I took this top here, then it would be down as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave here. If I took this top over here, which is quite close as well, and it doesn't present a nice wave 1 here, but that would be 1 and 2 at that point, and then this would be the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, and the 5th wave. Then this would be the A, the B, and the C moving back to this box, which is the 50-60% retracement level, as an A and a B and a C wave here. Or we could look at this, if it does breach the top here, then you'd think that it would be bullish, but would have to be careful because this can be the A wave to here, the B wave, and the C wave to the top of the box, and then fold over from here. And even as a wave 2 here, this wave 2 here could also be sitting over here as well. So an A wave here, a B wave, and a C wave down here for wave 2. Like I said, we can't turn bearish unless the 1765 becomes the retested resistance. And if we take the top out of here, then we know that we're bullish. It could still be a corrective rally going up much higher, but it does open up the door window for a bullish, a higher ground anyway. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. If we take this top out, then we're bullish at that point. So we still got to work through this as we worked through yesterday with all of this. Not a big difference there. So we need to work out which is the high here, because that will dictate, if that's the actual high, then that will give us 5 waves down here. We could also look at this as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 here, and going up for wave 5 here. And then if that is the case, if you can see a nice sort of breach of this here, and then it gets sold off here, then have a look for an A and a B and a C wave back 50 or 60%, and then moving up again, and you can go along on top of this one here, the second structure. But yeah, this number here as support is what we're really looking at. When I look at silver, also on the tick chart, it's got the same thing here as well. From the low, that's the low here. We could look at this as wave A, B, and C up here as a corrective move, and we're done and dusted at that point, and we come down from that point. Or let me double check this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C for 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. The third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave there. Fifth wave for that one, fourth wave for that, and fifth for that. So, you know, that could be a wave 3 or up for wave 1 and 2 again. One of the important things here, though, is from this low to this high here, then that's the 61.8% here. So we really don't want this market to be going down any further than the $26 mark here. But what haunts me a bit about this is that if I take this as the high here, then I would look at this as 1 and 2 in here, nice third wave here, the fourth wave and the fifth wave for 1 here and 2 here and 3 here, A, B, C for the fourth here, and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and little 5 waves down here to finish off 5 here. So this is like an impulse wave. So that's telling me, you know, after a correction, we're going to get another 5 waves down, and that's going to take us down past the 61.8%. So like silver's like looking bearish. If I made a mistake, and let's just say that there is 5 waves up to that point there, and that's what you've got, well, then we could probably bring it down to this level. You know, we could still kind of entertain the situation at that point. But below that, yeah, not looking good at that point. So I have to say silver's got more of a bearish count than gold, but gold could be the same as well. So yeah, so it was looking bullish, but we couldn't confirm it yesterday. I still can't confirm it today. I was hoping that Friday and Monday would be like bullish, so I could confirm it, but I still can't confirm it here just yet. So yeah, that's that. Alrighty, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.